Hi there, it's Bernie here with you today with another process video. Today I've created a layout just because and for a bit of fun. It's a layout that was inspired by a couple of things. I have been watching the Erica Thompson and Oh Snap Gonzo here on YouTube with their Sanrika 2016 summer marathon, and Erica pulled out a couple of weeks ago her Hello Sunshine collection by Pink Paisley. I have that whole collection here and have been wanting to use it. So after watching her YouTube video, I thought, yep, I'm going to do something. I just didn't know what. And then I was cruising around on Pinterest the other day and found a cool quote that was so cute. It says, it's a picture of a pineapple, and next to it says, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside." So I'm taking inspiration from that. I'll have a link down below in the description to my blog where I've actually got a picture of that particular picture from Pinterest and how I used that. So it's just a picture of a pineapple and the quote inside the pineapple. So what I've decided to do, I also had my Love Quilting and Patchwork magazine turn up this week. I subscribe to that magazine. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it before, but I love sewing and patchwork. I'm a great collector of fabrics. I don't actually use them yet, but I'll keep hoarding it just like I do with my scrapbooking supplies until one day I'll get in there and do a heap of sewing. So this is totally inspired by that magazine and that quote, and I thought I would create a patchwork pineapple because there was a little image of a pineapple in that magazine as well. So what I've done is I went through the little 6x6 paper pad and I pulled out all the yellow. So there was 3 different yellow sheets. I also pulled out the green sheets because I'm going to create the crown of the pineapple, obviously with the green. And what I'm doing here is I've chopped up the little pieces of paper into 1 inch by 1 inch squares, cut them into squares, and then I've cut them in half to create a triangle. And then I've gone in quarters again there. So for each triangle, or for each square, sorry, I've cut it down into halves, into triangles, and then into quarters to create even smaller triangles. Just to get a bit of that yellow, different yellow, shades of yellow going all the way through that pineapple, just so it didn't look so chunky and heavy. So I'm just piecing that together now. My nails are making a little bit harder here at the moment. They're a little bit longer than I usually have them. I'm very excited. My nail lady has come back from holiday. After 2 months on holidays where I didn't have nails, I nearly died. If you know me personally, you know that I'm a girl that always has my nails done. So those last couple of months were a bit of a killer not having them done. So anyways, totally off topic there. So I'm just laying out all the pieces now. It will cut out a little bit later here and you'll see me come back with this all stuck down onto the sheet, and it probably works out well because you don't want to see me gluing everything down. So I'm just figuring out here what I did before. I started cutting out the green at 1 inch intervals as well, and then I realized that that's going to be no good because I'm not actually creating little triangles up the top for the crown. So I'm just figuring of ways here with my little Fiskus trimmer here how I can cut the pieces of paper to create the little crown. So just moving the papers around and around. I actually really love how this turned out. I should do more of this on my layouts because they are super duper fun. And the effect's cool. The effects, and it was time consuming. But I had The Bachelor to catch up on, so I just whacked that on and just had it in the background there, drowning out some noise, and plodded along with this. So you'll see here how I've laid it all out on the piece of paper. I went ahead then and glued them all down using really thin tape, making sure that I only put the smallest amount, as you can see there, into the middle of the triangles and the piece of paper, so that when I would take it to my sewing machine, I wouldn't get the needle glugged up in the glue in the background. So while that was happening, I went and painted some white gesso there onto the background, and then did some watercolor in an ombre type effect. So a bit lighter up the bottom, got a bit darker towards the end there, and then I splattered some darker watercolor. Oh, and there's my pineapple. You can see all the stitching on the background. Stitched it all down like a patchwork. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm thinking I should make another one of something similar, maybe a big strawberry or a butterfly or something. While I was off camera as well, and while the battery was charging in my SLR, I created the little photo cluster there, just all the cluster of paper behind my photo. Just used paper from what I had laying around there. I had 2 chunks taken out of the green and the grey paper there because I wasn't sure which colour I wanted to mount it on, but in the end I'm going to go with that grey because I just find that it works better, and it picks up on the picture of my little Abigail there. I also went through and pulled out these awesome alphas that I've been hoarding onto, also from Pink Paisley. Let's have a look at what it says, actually, what they're actually called. It is from the Hello Sunshine collection. I've got it here. I just need to find them. Oh, here they are. Yeah, they're from the Hello Sunshine collection, the alphabet. It doesn't actually say the particular name, but I love it that they're black and white striped. So I haven't actually really used them, so I was able to pull out the words pineapple and sweet. I didn't have any P's left. Those 2 P's were 2 R's, and I just chopped off the bottom there to create the P's. So what I've just dragged out there now is some freezer paper. I've been holding on to this, but I've never actually used it, and I found it in my cupboard the other day. It's amazing what you find in your kitchen that you don't even know that you have. So I have this freezer paper that is actually meant for, you know, when you freeze your meat, like sausages or beef patties, you put a sheet in between, so when you defrost it, they're easy to pull apart. So I obviously bought it for that, for some particular reason, and maybe I have used it some years ago. But it's been sitting in there, and then I'm not sure where I saw it on YouTube. It might have been through Jen Scow's YouTube, but she actually uses it to do her alphas. So when I stumbled across it the other day in my kitchen pantry, I pulled it out, and lo and behold, I've been trying it with alphas, and especially with those cardboard, the cardstock sticker ones, they pull off so great at the end, and they're fabulous because you can stick them down, cut them out around the paper, and then move it around your layout to see exactly where you want them. It's brilliant. It's great because I used to just stick them down really lightly onto the layout and then move them around that way. Then they'd lose a lot of stick, or sometimes they'd actually pull up some of the layout with it. So this is great. I'm not sure wherever I saw that. I owe them a 1,000 thank yous because it's just made my life a little bit easier. And I love the fact that I move it around. And you'll see here that I do. I move this title around. Oh, it's not too much, but just trying to make sure that it all fits in and that I've got the right colours here and there. And yeah. That tall there that I've got, those acrylic letters, are also from Pink Paisley, but they're from the Bella Rouge collection. I've had those on hand for quite some time too, and haven't really used them. And because they are quite big letters, I thought it would be perfect to use the word tall with the big alphas. Yeah, so I've got those. Just going through now and pulling out some of my jelly bean soup alphas and using them in the title as well. Just wanted to use a mix of different yellows. And then some of those simple stories. I need to get some more of those because they're brilliant. They're so good. Those alphabets. I use them a lot for my Project Life because they're perfect for the photos, the size of the photos that I use. And I like to put a title on every single Project Life card that I use. I'm a bit silly like that, but I like it. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. So, yep, just finding the last few here. I will go off camera here soon and I'll have the end result. What I've basically done is I've just adhered everything down. I have used my wet glue to glue everything down. I added some black ink splatters and just a couple of clusters up. I added a cluster up the top right hand side and then finished a bit more next to the photo there. Next to Abigail's face there, and just adhered everything down. But like I said, I'll leave a link to my blog down in the description down below if you wanted to have a look at the close-ups. So thank you so much for coming by today, and if you like what you've seen, please hit the like button, and I'd love for you to subscribe, and I love reading your comments down below. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. And remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. Okay, till next time, see you later. Bye.